I may need to warp back to Planet 2 to pick up my ammo if I run out.
Well, when you get low, you think you're gonna run out, just let me know so you can resupply yourself.
I've got 6 multi-frequency, so I mean, it's not like I'm going to be sitting there doing no damage. But so that I can actually put out some numbers, I like my con flags.
That's not a problem.
I'll let you know when they break. I have no idea when they do, but they usually do at the worst times.
Well, we're going to actually hit up this lovely OTA. I'm going to broadcast our Warp 2. Those that are back, please warp to broadcast. This will be what we call AFK check. Uma, can you move yourself on grid? Thank you.
I think we need a new drone bunny.
Yeah, Dan Team was our drone buddy. He's gone.
Yeah, Nightmare Fleet in the site.
Roger. This is just an AFK check anyways. I am warping squads. Logi Commander, if you can warp squads, that would be appreciated. We are 1 DPS down.
Warp drive active.
I want to let you guys know that. And nobody's Xing up in TDF.
Wow, not even a DPS X.
It's not even come downtime. It's not. We need a. I mean, I'd rather have a couple DPS, and even if we lose a Logi, we'd be. Well, we're not losing any Logi.
If you need me to come back, I can. I mean, I haven't logged off yet. Don't want to put you in a bind.
No, we're still good for now. We just waiting for other DPS to X up the TDF. Because I'll run 7 and 3. I'm not too worried about running one down. Lodges, can I get my L's? Everybody take the gate.
Did you assign a new drone bunny?
Warp drive active.
I haven't assigned a new drone bunny yet, but as soon as we get in, we will. Uma, do you mind being our lovely drone bunny?
It sounds like I got volunteered, so sure.
There you go, guys. That's your drone bunny. If you can, you'll be going backwards with the Nearcher Schmiel Renyans, Eisters, and Tamas. Those that have been designated to go backwards with T3s, please stay with the T3s. Everybody else, follow tags. And please anchor up on that lovely meatball over there, 5 to 10K.
That was a pre-lock for Logi's for Tamer Sniper. Got about 3 things locking, but they're probably going to die in a second.
And you guys just remember this. We have more than enough on grid. You don't need to broadcast. We don't have we're not one heavy. Logi should be able to lock everybody up. Yeah, I'm only gonna tag one of the Yagas for this wave. T3s and those designated battleship or Vindies, please focus. It goes Niarja, Shmiel, Renyan. Renyans should not be dying before the Shmiels. That is future reference. I kind of hope that we can burn down these NCNs. Because I hate these the NMC walls.
User joined your channel.
How's it going, user? Another NCO spawn.
User disconnected from your channel.
Cool, we get a DPS. We just need to get one more. Remember, guys, Tamas go last. Niarja, Shmiel, Renyan, Eister, then Tama. This is for everybody. Drones in. Drones in, drones in. Line 2's up, guys. Warp squads.
Warp drive active.
User disconnected from your channel.
Actually running my Paladin playlist right now.
Oh, that's the fit. That's fine. Logis, do I have my L's? Everybody in?
Warp drive active.
Niarja primary. Shmiel Renyans. In that order, if there's no Shmiels on the field, it'll be Niarja Renyan. Battleships on Romneys.
Is this one we have to wait to fight? Oh, no, it's not that one.
Drones out, sys drones to the drone bunny, if you haven't already.
Sorry, I thought this was the one where you have to wait for 5 Estes.
No, that would be the OTAs.
Yeah, so I was just on the meatball.
Yep. Everybody make sure you're moving towards the meatball. You can anchor off the meatball 5 to 10k off. When we lose our Oni, we will be running 2 Logis.
How do you guys who have like multiple ships for incursion shift your stuff around leave? Do you just carry a jump it to the nearest low sec to the incursion?
I move all my stuff one by one. Some people use orcas.
I mean, because I had a war deck last week, so I had to bounce back up to repair when null sec. So I've come back down like the last few days. But if I was to pick up like a couple of ships, like a T3 and a Logi, so I could add a bit more variety to it. I mean, like I came in as like 30 jumps. It's like fuck having to do like 30 jumps backwards and forwards.
I mean, our Niarja primary, Shmiel Renyans. for T3s and designated targets. Everybody else will be following tags.
User joined your channel.
Alright. In system.
Who said they were in system?
Chrissy.
You're in your battleship, right?
Yeah, yeah.
One sec.
I'm at the gate where you, yeah. Stargate anyway.
Just checking to see where this other person is. I can't even pronounce that name.
The
User joined your channel.
Nyakelia?
Yeah, that would be the person.
Nykela? Kelia?
Yeah.
Got, what are you running, like 3 Logis, or?
Right now we're running 3. We're losing a Logi, so we'll be adding another DPS when that happens. How far out are you, Nykeli, or how do we pronounce that? I want to know this way because we're actually 1 shy on grid. If you're not here, I'm gonna have somebody else jump on grid.
Yeah, this atheistic dockets. I was gonna say I got 2 more sites left of me, or unless if we got another DPS Vendy or battleship that's ready to jump out whenever. Dedicate a couple more. Hey guys.
Carissa, you're on grid, so warp to Varden and let me know when you get the natural phenomena.
Yeah.
Do be quick. If I'm not mistaken, this is last wave.
Alright.
Alright. It might be here before the payout.
You asked about a plate, but you don't have slaves, right? No big deal.
I'm not too worried about that. If you,
Alright.
as long as you have slaves in. Alright,
Yep.
drones in, guys. Drones in, drones in. I'm gonna try and run it till downtime, and then I'm sure Julord will probably pick up an assault fleet.
Fucking love assaults.
I love them too. I prefer to fly Logi, but you know. Alright, everybody make sure your drones are in, please. Good,
Where you
good.
at on that wave? I'm at the gate.
This is done.
Alright.
Warp to next broadcast and move yourself on grid. If you didn't already move yourself up, please do so.
Thanks for fleet, guys. That's it for impact.
Toodle pip.
You're now down to the 2 Guardians for Logi.
Alright, Nye, are you here in system at all? Close? Demos, where are you located?
I'm in system at planet 2, ready to roll.
Alright, you're on grid.
Active.
Move
Roger
yourself
that.
on grid. We're running 2 Logi.
FC, bear about my doorbell's just gone.
What's that?
Warp drive active.
Rapshire, can you jump into Logi command?
Yeah, I can try, but as I wrote, I'm pretty new at this, so.
That's all right. Just you don't have to worry about the broadcast because we're not running short. All right, everybody take the gate. Everybody take the gate.
I'm not on grid yet.
What's that?
Okay, sorry.
I'm here now.
All right.
Warp drive active.
When you warp to Varden, if you have the natural phenomena, you're welcome to come in. Niarja primary, then Aga Deltol. Battleships do stick with the tags, those that I designated earlier for to shoot with the T3s. Please, only those that I designated stick with the T3s.
Who's DD again?
Uma.
Oh, Legion. Okay.
Drones out, sys drones to Uma. Eisters do not die. So please don't shoot the Eisters.
You slow bow, right? Or are you static right now?
A slow boat.
Alright.
Stop shooting the Isters. I can see you doing it.
Yeah, don't shoot the Eisters, guys. It's a waste. It literally is a waste of ammo because they will respawn. And you can actually lose drones in the process. So, waste of ammo. You don't want to waste your ammo. Or anybody else's drones.
Make sure you're anchored up.
These drones aren't doing anything. I don't know what's going on.
You'll have to cycle your guns. Everybody anchor up on Varden. Well, if you haven't, well, I just made you anchor up. Gotta love that regroup button. As soon as the Delta comes in range, web it.
User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Nice job, guys. Last wave. Web that Delta.
User
Paint 'em.
left your channel.
Paint them for you.
Delta's
You guys.
target painted.
You guys will have to web.
Line 2's up. Please align. Drones in, drones in. Lock up that last Tama. Battleships. Nice job. And warp squads.
For a minute then I thought you was going to say do the cha-cha slide.
Drive active.
If only.
Yeah, I will say when I say drones in, guys, please make sure your drones in because I will leave them behind.
Fuck your drones.
The only thing I haven't experienced is in Incursion fleets yet is someone have like a really good bit of rage. I really want to see like some pubby dickhead like just really fucking go off.
You could get Jammer to go off, but it'll be like a nice go off.
I know, I want to go off so I can go and post something decent on the PL forums for a change.
Dude, it's like -10 here, and my heater has been on. My heat has been going for like all day and all night.
Everybody hotline, Logi's, do I have my L's? Yes, I do. Take the gate.
That means I have shitty insulation.
Everybody in.
I've got cavity wall insulation, but for some reason, ever since I installed it, it seems like my house seems to lose heat quicker. You gotta have every single door shut in the house to retain any heat.
Do remember, Logis, please make sure a battleship goes in first before you enter a site. Future reference. Niar's your primary, then your Aga Delta.
I love one-shotting the gyros.
Nice job on those Niar's. Drones out, assist drones to the drone bunny.
Come on, T3s, pick it up.
You ever do this stuff with all snipers and stuff, BB? Varden.
I've done static fleets. I prefer statics, but it's just most people are already fitted for slow boat, so just make sure you anchor up.
I did an MWD fleet the other day that got my fucking
User
nerves.
disconnected from your channel.
I enjoy slow boats and stuff like that. Oh, Rad, we do have a replacement. If you Niar's your primary, then Aga Delta.
Oh, it got me.
Okay, cool. I'll head off after this one.
Roger that. Everybody make sure you're anchored up on Varden. If you're not anchored up, you should be moving. If I'm not mistaken, it should be Temp Sniper and who's my other Vindy?
Maybe Atheistic Dawkins will bring in here.
Well, I'm having two Vindys aid RT3s and taking out the Schmiel Renyans, Tama Eisters. Nice job on these guys. Actually dropping it down fairly quick.
Yeah. That target painter.
30 km webs help too.
Ah, Which one is the 30 km one?
On my bail.
What's the name of it? I know it's officer. Which one?
It's a Fed Navy, but the boost with the range increase on my bail on the Bailgorn.
Jesus, I'm only getting 18 on the Vindy.
Wow, seriously?
Yeah, I got 18.9, I think. But then again, with the Bailgorn, you get the extra range. With the Vindy, I think
it's
you
the
get the
web
extra shopping power.
vector,
User
yeah.
joined your channel.
We have ore,
User
right?
joined your channel.
We still have ore, right, guys?
Unless they sold it, yeah, everyone should.
Okay. Align 2 is up. Please align and recall drones. Drones in, drones in.
I went to Planet 2. I didn't see any worker there or anything, so.
She was stealthed.
Oh, okay.
Last call for
Couldn't grab
drones.
any.
Drones in, guys. Last call.
Fluid, warrior 2s.
Warp in squad.
Warp drive active.
Oh, that was a close one.
That almost cost you 2 mil.
Well, I didn't start doing these incursions to lose money. Fuck this. Wow.
Move myself out of DPS.
If it was like integrated, then I might be upset.
Roger.
Let's double team this Vindy temp. How you like that? Looks like you got some big guns on your side.
Yeah.
If I was a little bit lower, to be exact.
Oh, this paladin.
Yeah, it's the guy leaving, I think.
No, though he's not. Are you even in system yet? Okay, nervous trigger. You here? You're on grid. You're on grid.
Hi. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do. You are on grid, nervous.
Dawkins, let me know when I can drop.
On the planet, yes.
All right, warp to Varden. Yeah.
Who took gate?
Nobody took gate. Can I get my L's?
You had him.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right, everybody in.
Man, them mobile depots really went down in price.
Warp drive active.
If you can, nervous trigger, just move yourself on grid because you're on grid. As soon as you land on gate, let me know if you got the natural phenomena. And if you do have the natural phenomena, you're allowed to come in. Primary is the Mara Paleo. Everybody should focus fire on the Mara Paleo. If you can't reach it, follow tags.
I'll reach out and touch her right now.
Do we kill Estes in this one?
Yes.
Yes, all oysters die. Let's remember, Schmeel's first.
Got no natural phenomenon.
Warp to Varden.
No, I did.
If you warp to Varden and you don't have natural phenomena, I would say don't enter the gate because you're not in my location. If you land on the gate, you get a natural phenomena stating that you can't warp because You're pretty much in sight. Then you take gate and you'll be in with us. I just don't want you jumping into the wrong site. Do we have a T3 that's willing to run ore? Or a Logi that can run ore?
Yeah, I was gonna run the ore for you.
Alright. Can my ore runner X up in fleet for me? Thank you. You have ore, right?
I do not have ore, but I have space.
Alright. So when I say actually everybody that has ore, can you X up in fleet? Not a good sign. You guys, those that have ore, please X up. Thank you. When I ask the ore runner to, well, as soon as the Aga hits the field, can you drop ore apex? I'll have you drop the ore in a can, and our ore runner will make his way over. As soon as you get the chance, web that Romney down, slow it down.
Gotta make sure that you anchor up. You're like 30 kilometers back.
Alright, if you can, Apex, can you drop a can of ore for our ore runner?
Yeah.
As soon as you pick up that ore, make your way over to the colony. Drones in, drones in.
The ore was dropped some far back, I'm sorry.
That's not a problem. Anybody else have ore? Nobody else has ore. I guess we'll be changing systems after we'll knock out
The
MCU.
Orca was apparently stealthed at Planet 2.
Yeah.
Still correct?
Planet 2.
Okay.
She's got plenty of ore.
Yeah, we can bleed right through these colonies once we get the dropper and all that stuff ready. But
we're actually gonna hit the NCO. All right, warp squads.
I mean, you know, so we don't have to jump system. But yeah.
Yeah, well, it's easier. I thought the Orca wasn't here, so I was gonna change systems after. But if we have Orin system, then we're good. Uma is your lovely drone bunny.
There's a megathon at Planet 2 that you can pick up ore while you wait.
Are you guys ready for Dawkins to drop out here? -1 Bindi, sites ago.
Site's clear.
I can do this site. I mean, I'm not going to leave the fleet, but I have been putting up -1 Bindi for quite some time now.
If you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Oh yeah, I just don't want to leave you guys out in the cold. I can run one more site. I was like, I don't know if people were listening or.
Oh, I got replacement.
You do have a replacement?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
So if you wanna do this, or are you bouncing out now?
Oh, I can do one more site. Like I said, till we get the next DPS battleship on site, I can do this. Yeah.
All right. Logis, do I have my L's?
You do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody in?
Yeah, dude, don't feel obligated to stay. When you see like Marauders and Cronoses on the field, I mean, they can handle their own with DPS, so.
Nervous triggered. Did you move yourself on grid yet?
Active.
Yeah.
Can you move your? Let me move you here.
I'll finish this one.
All right.
I just want to make sure we're gonna have another battleship on. But I'll finish this one out and then I'm gonna drop out.
All right. Please make sure you move yourself 5 to 10K off this lovely meatball. T3s and designated Vindis will go backwards by Niarja, Shmiel, Renyan, Eister, Tama. Battleships will go Romney, Tama, Eister. On the last wave, I would appreciate if everybody left Tamas for last. But that will be on the last wave, and I'll let you know. If those lovely Romneys come in range for webbing, we'll web them down.
FC, if you want to do the mining colonies, before we run into each one, I can just jump and pick up more ore.
All right.
I've got faster acceleration than battleships.
All right, that's fine. Minky, after this site, you'll be on grid. No, if you're sitting on the wait list and you're not watching Fleet, it's your own fault on why you're not getting on grid. Because if you're AFK, you're not going to get on grid. Nice job. You will be on grid after this site, so just prepare yourself.
Nervous needs armor. Don't find the fucking broadcast button.
You don't need to broadcast. We can log up everyone, so.
There's 2 arrows to the bottom right of the fleet window. You may have to hit those to get the broadcast buttons.
I found them.
Dang, nervous. I was expecting to see like 50% armor. After saying all that. I was gonna watch you bleed, but nope.
You know, every time when I'm doing assaults, I get primaried in my guard. I'll see Jewlord, he'll land first. He'll take aggro. And then as soon as I start repping him, I'll get aggro.
It's because National Commanders knows who you are.
And those fuckers hate me.
They're like, get that dude. He reps good.
Well, as I got the Recebo, I always put the Recebo on Jewlord, and then I got the other stuff that's out as well for the reps, and I keep 3 and 1.
Look at all these pretty little drones.
Yeah, Uma, if you can, recycle your guns.
Or a web or something.
Thank you. The broadcast is gonna actually be going up shortly, because this NCO is getting steamrolled. If you guys do plan on leaving, please at least give me a fair warning. Last wave, save the Tamas for last. Everybody focus on Nyarja, Shmiel, Renyan, Eyster, and then Tama. In that order, please.
I don't think I could hit a Shmiel if you gave me an asteroid.
Us Vindis can actually nail those Shmiels fairly quick, along with the T3s.
Spread those webs. Spread those webs.
I seem to be having a hard time hitting these without my webs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are quite fast. Drones in, guys. Drones in, drones in. A line 2 is up. Warp squads.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit nothing if it's over 250, 230 ms. Or, yep, it's gotta be lower, slower.
Yeah. Oh, once webs are spread, they usually helps out a lot.
Oh, they gave me a little love tap before we left site. There's Dawkins. Can I get a little Logi jump out of fleet here?
Who?
Oh, my beautiful sex status. It was that wonderful -10. Now I'm at +2.
Alright, Minky, you are on grid. Please warp the broadcast. Logis, can I get my L's? Good, good, good.
It's clear.
And if you can, move yourself on grid. Who is leaving?
Dawkins. Atheistic Dawkins taking.
You should be fine now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for the fleet. Please move yourself off grid.
When you're doing that, how do you do it? Well, should I just leave the fleet?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, alright, yeah.
Unless you're just going AFK for a little while and move
Ours.
yourself down. All that jazz.
Gates active. Everybody in. Everybody in. Our boost is. I'll link our boost.
Yeah, link them in the DTF. Yeah, pardon me.
I'm always DTF.
Warp drive active.
That is our booster.
That Lev?
Yep.
Cool.
He's looking for a fit, not the name.
Oh, anchor up on the meatball, 5 to 10k.
Came in system over there. It's Dakota's booster. I locked it up. He got in TDF what is it, training or something. It's like, Chris, don't be locking up my booster. You scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be locking it up either.
Well, I was trying to see who it was actually. I said I was just waking you up, making sure. Yeah, you never know.
T3s and designated Vindies, please work backwards with
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, let me know when you land on gate and let me know when you have the natural phenomena, Mickey.
Phenomena.
Come on in. Sucks for that other guy that's been on the wait list for a while now. Don't know why he doesn't want to respond.
I fell asleep on the waiting list last night.
Did you guys get Levio or something today in your fleet?
Yeah, Lev's in our fleet. He is our fleet booster.
No, Levio Tho or something. He's in a Vindy.
Don't know.
I just wondered. He likes to do like 2 sites and jump out, and do like 2 sites and jump out.
Well, if somebody's going to be doing that, then I really don't let people like that in my fleets.
No, I know. I encountered him the other day. That's all. Just wondered.
We had Logi that wasn't repping earlier on. That was about it.
Yeah, and that Logi's no longer here.
I think he left pretty much straight after you said it. I heard player left your channel literally just after you said it.
Yeah, he also left fleet too.
Who was that? Do you know his name?
Not offhand. I wasn't FCing at the time. I just happened to notice it. It was during like a DFC switch.
Was he called Thunderdarks?
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
But he was a good sport about that. I mean, being new to Logi. If I catch Logi not repping, I'll kick him from fleet. And I won't ever allow him back in my fleets. Because I don't like lazy Logi.
I fucking like lazy anything in fleets.
Well,
right.
A lazy Logi is the worst thing to have in a fleet. But if I have a battleship that's not doing, and I pay attention. So if I get a battleship not shooting the right targets, they'll get their fair warnings, and if they don't follow tags, I'll kick them out. It's as simple as that. It sucks, but you know, that's what tags are for. And following the FC's commands. Alright, save the Tamas for last. T3's Niarja Shmil Renyan, battleships Eyster, Renyan, Tamas last. And a lovely Vindy pilots if you can lock up the Shmils and take out the Shmils. Help the T3s on those. Spread your webs. Align 2's up. You know, when I'm in assaults, I usually like being the first one to have aggro, because, you know, I love being that Logi pilot that those fuckers hate so much. Alright, drones in, drones in, drones in. Sad part is I don't exactly have full T2s on my guard yet. Not for the reps. I use metaphor.
You send to the A-type.
Warp squads.
Warp drive active.
What, Centium A-type reps?
Yeah.
I never heard of them.
Go fucking home.
What do we got? We got an hour or so before downtime, roughly.
Hour 20 minutes.
Can I get my second L, please?
That's cool.
Gates active, everybody in. As long as the battleship goes in first, Logi second. I just don't want my Logis going in first. Anchor up on Meatball, 5 to 10k away. And your lovely FC got jammed, fucking bastards.
bubbly. You don't smell like flowers.
I'm starting to think these guys didn't like me.
What's going on with these drones?
T3s, the Schmeals come before the Renians. Future reference.
Sorry?
What do we got? 6, 7-minute sights?
Showing like 9 minutes, 8 minutes.
Make that pace up. I know we can do better. Drones in, guys. Drones in, drones in. Line 2 is up. Warp squads.
Warp drive active.
That was 7 minutes and 50 seconds.
After this site here, does anybody want to take a quick 5-minute break? We have been running for a while, so I'll throw the option out there. If we have enough X's in fleet, we will take a 5-minute break after this next site. If not, we will continue. Thank you, Logis. Take the gate. Everybody in. If you want that lovely break for 5 minutes, grab coffee, whatever you need to do, please X in fleet now.
Warp drive active.
Alrighty. We have one. Anybody else need? We have to have at least 3 or more before we do the break. Everybody make sure you anchor up on the meatball. Is there anybody else that wants to take a break? Go for the 5 minutes? We need one more to be able to take that break.
Do you want a 5-minute break, FC?
What's that?
Do you want a 5-minute break, FC? Are you the final X?
I'm not the final X. That's why I'm asking you guys.
It just sounds like you want one.
Oh, if I wanted one, I would just take one. I'd just say we're taking a break. I wouldn't even throw the option out there for you guys. But we have enough, so we will take a 5-minute break after this site. You know, I've been up since like 1 o'clock this morning.
Oh, that's ridiculously early. I went to bed about 8:45 last night. I woke up at like 3:15 in the morning.
My buddy's grandson woke me up. 3 years old.
Oh.
I couldn't get back to sleep, so I was like, fuck it. One of the other FCs was actually getting tired, so I just took over the fleet. I wanted to get in anyway, so.
Yeah, I've been off incursions for a week. Needed to get back. I have to jump climb between this and nullsec. It's a pain in the ass, but I'm training up another character to do this. So I've got to keep bouncing in and out.
I do this and nullsec.
What are you doing, nullsec?
Well, right now my group's deployed.
CFC or M3?
Not with a CFC, that's for sure.
Oh, then we are friends. What are you, Nully?
Cobalt.
User joined your channel.
Oh, Freeze's lot. EMP.
No, DGS.
No idea what does it stand for, remind me.
Disturbed Gamers.
Okay.
Six Kato's CEO.
Okay.
Last wave, guys. Last wave. After this, we will take a lovely trip to Planet 2.
You got a Logi that X'd up.
That would be me. In case you need one till downtime.
Just in case I didn't ask, do we have somebody that has spare cap?
Yeah.
Alright, could you actually X up in fleet? Cool. You're not a Logi, right?
I am a Logi, but I'm not using it.
No, I'm talking about a battleship. Does a battleship have a spare cap? I just want to know how many spare caps we have loose in the fleet. Okay, so we do have one spare cap just in case a Logi DCs.
One of my friends is on a plane to Australia today, and it's a 24-hour flight, and he's installed Civilization 5 on his laptop. Fucking flight's gonna go, no problem.
Align to it. Oh, hold on. Line 2's up. Everybody, drones in, drones in. Warp yourselves to Planet 2.
Warp
See you in
drive
5 minutes.
active.
I would suggest nobody sitting back in there. If you can warp squads, warp
User
squads
joined
to
your
Planet
channel.
2.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
This is Nick.
Cool. Okay, we're taking a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll go from there. Right now, we're running 9 and 2. We're running 2 Logi.
Still a slow boat?
Yes, it's still a slow boat. I will be right back. I'm going to grab myself some more coffee. Okay, let's do a little AFK check here. Warp yourselves to broadcast.
Did you pick up ore?
I don't have room in my cargo.
In preparation for downtime, I'm going to dock my Orca once we get started again.
Roger. So far, we've had a great fleet.
Whew, that nightmare fleet.
What did they land on gate?
They're inside, it appears.
So we'll bounce to the NCO. So warp yourself to the new broadcast. Please warp yourself to the new broadcast. Welcome back. And yes, Jewlord usually does sniper fits. Vindy's, he usually does blasters. But it all depends on what Jewlord does for his fits when he gets them up and going. Sight look clear?
Yep.
Temp and Apex, are you here? Please warp to Varden.
Yep, landing. Couple of seconds.
In the meantime, I have my L, so everybody huddle line. Apex, are you here?
Yeah, sorry. I'm on my way. I took my headphones off and forgot to put them back on.
Alright, warp to Varden. Everybody take the gate. When you get natural phenomena, please let me know. And you have
Du skal
my
lige,
okay
nu lige bære over med
to
mig,
come
jeg
in
sidder lige og
if
laver
you have
incursion, så jeg
the
skal lige være lidt
phenomena.
vågen her. Hvad så? Det går fint, nu kan jeg sidde op, sådan, du ved, i længere tid, og jeg kan sagtens gå nu, så det er perfekt. Det var ikke så grelt, som jeg havde frygtet. Ja. Det var bare... Ej, det giver sig selv meget mere, end jeg gjorde. Altså,
Launch
det var der ikke nogen
drones
tvivl om.
and make your way towards the meatball, 5 to 10k up.
Det var der ikke nogen tvivl om. Dengang optager jeg det, så du kan se det hele. Hvis du får lyst på et eller andet tidspunkt. Inden du selv skal ud i det.
I keep thinking that somebody comes in here and they try to pull off a solo.
I could do it.
8 dage tilbage hvad?
You could do it with a Bastion fit Paladin or Chronos, but it would take you.
Yeah.
But it would take forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it down to about 26 minutes.
If you can web those Romneys, please web down the untagged Romney and focus fire on tag 1, please.
Okay.
I used to run with the Bastion fleet We had like 6 paladins, and we used to finish sites in 7 minutes. They would always end up bringing in alts just to get into the payout so it would work.
Well, you have to have at least 5 on grid for payout. Otherwise, you're wasting your ammo.
Yeah, that's why we had alts that would warp in at the last second to get the payout.
Nej. Ikke lige her nu. Altså...
Yes, I will leave in 45 minutes. Sorry, less than 45 minutes, about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do, because we're also going to give time for people to move, probably about 45 minutes we'll be, make our way towards, our lovely docking facility.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a meeting at work in just under a couple of hours, and I'll get the dog out beforehand.
Does it smell like flowers or puke and bar cheap cologne?
Der slet ikke nogen tvivl om, at du skal træne et eller andet.
My meeting, no, I have to go for a sickness review meeting while I enjoys working for the National Health Service.
Det vil jeg sige i hvert fald.
On my fucking day off, I might add.
Fuck that.
Ja, altså...
Do I be like, day off?
Ja, jeg vil træne en eller anden armor
I'd be like, how is that a
altså,
fucking
det nemmeste er jo selvfølgelig at træne arm.
What pisses me off is that this is because I had some time off earlier this year because I was going through depression because my sister died earlier on in the year. I went, like, after a couple of months while everyone else was kind of grieving, I just fucking hit rock bottom. And I took some time off just through like fucking stress and shit, and apparently, you know, fucking I hit some marker or something on the sickness scale and pissed like all over HR.
Jo, altså de er jo super vilde til mange ting, men det kommer jo an.
So they put me on this sickness. I had to go for one sickness meeting. They said, "All right, so we're going to have to review you every 4 weeks for the next like 12 weeks." I haven't had this since September.
They need to be more lenient on family deaths. They just don't understand.
Well, they've got this thing called what they call the Bradford scale. Basically, it's like episode versus time. It's all bullshit. Basically, long and short of it is, if I had a 2-week period off work sick, that would be fine. You know, I'd have quite a low Bradford score. But if I have individual days off, that accumulates to a higher score.
That doesn't make sense because the human body / mind, just one day you're good, next day you're not. You know, the emotion is up and down. So
that's exactly what I said to my manager, because I'm a psychiatric nurse, and I said, realistically, I said, you know, when I was going through my depression, there were days I could have come to work, but I said by coming to work, it would have put my score up, which would have made my sickness look worse.
Yeah.
Hvad for et remap har han lige nu?
Realistically, dealing with that, I mean, maybe the first week-ish plus. Yeah, but I mean, after that, even if it's sporadic, like every other day or a couple days, you know, a month after that, they just gotta understand, like, birthdays come up, other things come up, and it's still a process, even after a year, 2, 3, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just never get over.
No, you don't.
Quite far away.
It's just not.
It's shit. I mean, I lost my sister to fucking cocodamol addiction, and that was shit.
Yeah.
Drones in.
Drones in, guys. Drones in.
If I knew now what I know about cocodamol, I'd never take it again. I mean, I've only taken it on the odd occasion for when I've had severe pain, but that's it.
Line 2's up, guys. Drones in. Drones in. Last call for drones. If you do not pull in your drones now, you will lose them.
I think you guys call it like Oxycontin in the States.
Warp squads.
Warp drive active.
Ja.
Yeah, Oxycontin is a very addictive narcotic, isn't it?
Hvad hedder det?
Yeah. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's also something that doesn't phase me at all, so there's never be a
Altså,
point
det
in
ville
me
jo være
ever
meget
taking
rart, ikke? Så du kunne...
Just, I mean, over here we take, I think the prescription guideline is like 2-4 times a day. If I have like 6, my stomach is fucking in churning over and over.
Ja, endnu en årsag til at gøre det.
Remember, guys, when I say drones in, pull your drones, because when I want to go warp off, I will leave drones behind.
Det er bare mere fordi, at du ved også godt, at hvis nu vi snakker... Nu vi snakker, hvad hedder det? PvP og sådan noget, ikke? Så mere du kender til de andre racer og bedre af det, og altså... Hvis vi en dag beslutter os for, at det er... At det lige skal være specielt,
User disconnected from your channel.
Balcon dropped.
Already. What is it? Nye? Are you here?
Yeah, I dropped. I'm moving my alt. Sorry.
I think he's just disconnected.
Mara Paleo is primary.
Nicoline er i gang med at vaske klør på min ryg lige nu. Siger Nicoline er i gang med at vaske klør på min ryg lige nu. Du røg ikke i min trøje der, gjorde du det? Nej, det gjorde du. Det kan jeg ikke forestille mig. Sådan noget gør du ikke. Nu taber jeg kraft.
Drones out. Drones to your lovely drone buddy.
Hvor kommer jeg fra?
Our lovely nearest pilot, if you wanna move yourself on grid, move yourself on grid, and let me know when you have the natural phenomena.
Vi har kørt Vanguard til 2 Logi det sidste time. Så det kan sagtens lade sig gøre.
Been in WL the whole time?
Yes, 11. Så vi er 11, sådan, så eller det meste af tiden. Det skifter mellem 10 og 11.
No.
Der kommer jo nogen ind og ud hele tiden.
What's Antony or I can't even.
Antoine or Ant. Whatever.
Antoine makes sense.
Are we remaining static?
Because for some reason my Vindy stopped moving.
Hvad hedder det?
And I'm still trying to figure out why it keeps stopping.
Is your push to talk button control?
Altså, logistik skal bare ikke flyve ind med det samme. Men
no, alt's my
du kunne se det ud fra videoen, når jeg fra aircrew, hvor meget skal
Okay, then actually just pressing like control and spacebar at the same time.
300-400.
I think every time somebody comes into the site, it actually shuts. That shuts down the micro.
Jo, altså der er damage, det er ikke det.
The movement. Not sure though.
Ja. Altså der er rimelig smadret.
Could just be glitched too.
Ej, altså der er bål på, og det her er kun Vanguard. Det er jo den nemme. Man kan sige,
det som, primary, then,
det som nok kommer til at se lidt spøjst ud, det er jo at, hvad hedder det? Mickey, hvor fanden er han? Det er en af de gange, hvor jeg retter den sådan ind, så man bedre kan se den damage, der kommer ind. Der kigger jeg på overview og skifter til en tab, der er fjender på. Og så er der kun fregatter tilbage. fregatter og destroyer.
As soon as the
Og der får
Aga
jeg
hits the
400,
field,
450
wait till
skade
it
cirka.
primary somebody, and then as soon as the Agas have primary, make your way over to the colony.
Yep. I've done this quite a bit of times.
Well, a lot of people like to wait, and I just see it faster. It's done, the more ISK we can make.
Der er sådan rimelig
Probably only about 40 mil left
Men det
anyway.
er jo også, problemet er, at jeg kan jo ikke sidde, jeg kan godt sidde som logistikspilot og sige, at ham der, han har lavet et fuldstændig skørt fedt, fordi jeg kan mærke, hvor meget jeg kan rep ham, ikke? Og hvor meget jeg skal til for at rep ham. Altså nogle af dem, de har simpelthen åbenlyst psykopat mange hitpoints.
I'm in warp to the side.
Altså bare sat 2 plader.
That was the wrong system, sorry about that.
Det er sindssygt, fordi når de så får aggro, de taber lige så hurtigt armor
When you
hitpoints.
come into system, you warp
Men
to
det tager
Varden.
bare 4 gange så lang tid at
Yes,
rep.
I'm there. I'll just try my second warp to see if I can get phenomenon.
If you have the
but-
phenomena, come on. If you have it, come on in.
Yeah. On my way. Activating gate.
Så det er en stor forskel.
Geez, just make sure you update your watch list. Aga first, battleships. Thank you. Line 2's up.
Ups. Så. Man skal lige være lidt vågen jo, fordi det er jo ligesom, når der kun er 2.
Drones in.
Der kom sgu nogle Neros med.
Drones in, drones in.
Lige 2 sekunder. Lige 2 sekunder, skal. Is Antoine meant to be in Logi?
Yes.
Yes.
How much is a Navy APOC?
Warp squads.
I can't move him.
Oh, look at the
Sorry.
Look at the perfect formation of these paladins APOC.
You even got the Legion too. What?
Hvad med igen? Dårlig.
How much is that? 450. That's it. 500 mil.
Der var lige kommet en ny logistics
Well,
med.
if you get in fleets like these and you run for like 4 hours, it's done.
Squad commander, så.
There's a nightmare fleet here.
Yeah, it's Boxer.
We'll let him have it. We'll bounce.
He's not aligned yet, but he'll come in.
Det er en nightmare fleet.
We'll warp squads to the OTA.
That is fucking mental. Who runs that many ice boxes that much?
I would.
Yeah.
I plan on it, but it's gonna cost about 11 bill in 2 months of time.
I don't like. I think it's too many people jump on this bandwagon of ice boxing. Oh no, I can see it in the long run having a bit of a shitty effect on the game.
Well, there's other stuff to do.
Yeah.
There's other stuff to do.
Check. Make sure you warp yourself if you didn't catch the squad warp. Broadcast.
Det er skide sjovt det her, faktisk.
And doing that and some wormhole stuff. I mean, it's cake money.
Hvis du kunne have mulighed til for at være med fra tid til anden.
Even more than incursions.
FC, this will be my last site. This is Temp Sniper.
Altså det nemmeste er DPS.
Roger that.
By far. Det er
Be one Vindicator.
Så det var jeg glad for, at jeg startede med. Altså det her, det er, man skal altså,
No,
der er jo ikke noget, der hedder Du kan ikke gå fra bordet overhovedet, når du er logistics.
That's clear.
Hvis du går fra bordet, så dør de andre.
Everybody,
Det er super simpelt.
everybody in?
Og så får man en regning på halsen.
Logis, I have my L's, right?
Oops.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Good. Everybody in.
Skal lige 2 sekunder. Så det jeg synes er...
Being that
det er det
it's so
mest
close to
irriterende.
downtime, you know,
Men det er-
let's see,
det er
who do we
sjovere at
have
være- for mig synes jeg i hvert fald,
on
at være
our
logistics.
lovely waiting list?
Men
We
det er også,
don't have
det er bare det er
anybody.
nemmere at starte som DPS, fordi når du starter som DPS, det eneste du skal huske,
Hold your drones till 5 Eisters hit the field.
altså han
Niar's your primary, then
han fortæller dig
Agadelpo.
jo alt, hvad du skal foretage dig. Lige et øjeblik.
I don't think I've seen any PvP videos with a bunch of boxers.
Drones out, assist your drones to the drone buddy.
Not yet, but it is being done. I suppose a couple of think through streamers and stuff like that.
Those that actually do the multi-boxing for PvP usually lose their ships unless it's a Sino pilot. And on that note, they usually lose it anyways after they pop the Sino. Me, the only time I lose my Sino ship is if I ever have it implanted.
Og alt bliver broadcastet. Og det eneste det er bare...
My mate fuel boxes for PvP. He does pretty well.
I've got Carbon Fury MPL, ice boxes, his entire bomber wing, about 26 bombers.
Dokumentere, at du ikke har nogen droner med.
I thought you were just disgusted with ice boxing.
I am. I fucking hate it.
I can't see how somebody would have that many accounts.
Så derfor er det...
Yeah.
How can you afford to keep that many accounts up and going?
Well, when you run incursions like that, you make over, I don't even know, like a bill, almost a bill a site, right?
Yeah, but that's... He's still gotta plex each individual account.
Right. So you run, let's say you make a bill site altogether, but okay, minus that, you run like us, you know? If it takes us 5, 6, 7 minutes a site, I mean, add it up, you're done in 4 or 5 hours a month. If you just want to run to Plex.
Vi har også holdt nogle pauser, så det er okay.
I've still got one link left. If anybody wants it, just digs up complete.
Hvis man er rigtig, rigtig god, så kan man lave et site på 6 minutter, tror jeg, det de skriver. Ja, det vil sige, du
I've thought about it, but it's also exact. I mean, like, start all the accounts at the same time, do the buddy thing at the same time, have, you know...
Minky, make sure you move your mate.
Like 15 emails, accounts ready, you know.
No, you can run all off the same account, email account.
Or the same email account, I don't know.
Jeg synes bare, det er meget hyggeligt, og man lærer noget om...
I wouldn't. At the moment, I'm trying to get it down to the point where I've got about 3 accounts again. Because I've went up to 8. I've just shut down 2 mining accounts that I'm not going to use anymore.
Altså det er 100% sikkert. Altså der sker ikke en skid, fordi jeg er ikke i krig med nogen som helst. Så jeg kan bare warp ud, hvis der er nogen, der kommer ind. Altså der er nogle af de her Incursion...
Realistically, for this game, I can see a minimum to maximum of 5 accounts if you want to do everything.
I really don't see a point in multi-boxing anyways.
I mean, just like if you want to PvP, maybe do some incursions, you know, maybe do some mining and industry and stuff like that and selling. It's like 2 accounts right there, 3 accounts.
Well, I could literally see with the game mechanics, somebody only being able to fly one ship. Therefore, they should only allow people to fly one ship, and then when they wanna, it would make things a lot more interesting when the mechanics is actually followed versus multi-boxing. Forcing people to do specific things.
I mean, mining really isn't worth shit anymore. I've been doing it for a little while, for about 3 or 4 months. One of my other characters, and I got them up to Hulk pilots, and to be honest, I really wasn't getting the yield back.
That's why I do dual box quite a bit, because I have a mission runner on one of my accounts, and the other one will go after him with the Noctis to salvage stuff. Which you can, if you have 2 monitors, you can have the Savage on one and the actual mission runner on the other.
Line 2 is up, check. Line 2 is up, guys. Drones in.
Der får alle det samme, fordi der er payout, når sitet er færdigt.
I did that for a friend the other day. I was going behind him, and I was salvaging for him for a little while, and he like, I think I got about 33 mils worth of loot, just by salvaging 3 missions.
Yeah, usually if I run missions, half of what I get is loot, and half is the bounties and loyalty points and actual mission rewards. So
når du har tiden der og lyst, så...
And that's the reason I do that. And the same is if you run an off-grid booster, for example, here in the Incursion, it's the same thing. You have 2 accounts running, but you're not really flying. The second one is just sitting somewhere and giving the boosts.
Warp squads.
Warp drive
Warp squads.
active.
Thank you very much, FC.
You're welcome.
I don't know if you want to nominate another Vindy for.
Please feel free to. Nope, that's not a problem. Please feel free to tip the booster.
Who was that booster?
11.75.
Can you just X up into Terrian for me?
Er du på? Er du på? Er du online?
I put him in.
Cheers.
Jeg er her.
That's clear.
Alright. This will be the last site, guys. Depending on how fast we can do it. Everybody in. If we can get this done, we might be able to get this site and another site done, so we could and then head to the station after. So we got about 2 sites left.
Righto, what I say? 40 mil.
Så du den? Altså, de flytter frem og tilbage hele tiden, så man kan ikke rigtig regne med det.
Nyasher's primary, then follow
Man
tags.
flytter sådan, men det er jo bare, så længe man bare har én båd, ikke? Man flytter frem og tilbage, så er det jo ikke noget problem. Altså. Så er det jo lige meget betydeligt.
You guys could whip down those Eisters at the last wave too. Notice Thomas are slower.
Make your way towards that meatball. 5 to 10k off is fine.
Jeg kan ikke forestille mig, at koster mere end 40 millioner.
And drones out to the drone buddy.
Måske, max. Men hvad siger du?
So if you can, those that plan on leaving, I would at least stick around for the next couple sites at least before downtime.
Aggro's changing.
Yeah, these guys don't really like shooting at me too much. Not when I'm in my Vindy. When I'm in my guard, it's like they fucking hate me.
Everybody else got like 4 feet of snow outside?
We got about a foot.
Where's that?
Mass.
Massachusetts? Where at?
Up by New Hampshire.
Like what city?
Oh, Millers.
Oh.
Jeg har slet ikke undersøgt den overhovedet.
Yeah, you got what we had. I'm in Michigan, so plus lake effect, dude. It's like double. Yeah. Literally like 2 feet outside. I had to like dig a pathway to the garbage can, drag it out.
Yeah, a lot of people got a lot worse than we did. We only got a foot of snow, and then it rained.
Ja, det må have rimelig god...
What I find quite amusing is that we get the lovely a half inch and they cancel school, and I'm like, what the fuck's up with that?
That's weird, especially being a northern state. Well, they canceled pretty much everything here. We had like highway shut down, a bunch of other shit. They still want us to come into work. It's like, whatever, dude. You can have a snow day too.
I really think they need to check their priorities when it comes, because when I went to school, they never had cancellations unless it was really bad out where you couldn't drive. Now it doesn't. Now it just doesn't matter.
We used to have like at least a half foot of snow, or at least a foot of snow before we could have a time of school. Or even like when I left, it wasn't even the fact that it was like a foot of snow. You had to have what was it? The boilers had to stop working in the school.
You know what it is? It's all the lawsuits they're worried about, probably.
Yeah, you know what kills me now is that they care, like if you was at work, they would care about like how much snow was outside because of health and safety, but they don't give a shit about the health and safety of you actually getting to work. I mean, I pretty much live on a hill which freezes like a fucking ice rink. It's like, oh, you know, fucking descend on a fucking 90-degree angle. Yeah, this will work.
Yeah, it takes 3 uphills and 2 downhills to get out of my neighborhood. If it snows, I'm stuck.
Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for the fleet. Have a good one.
See ya.
Alright, take care.
User disconnected from your channel.
It was the same when we were kids. You know, like no school if it was a foot at least. If it hit that 12-inch mark, I mean, there was no school. But you know.
Well, there's other things to factor in too, like you know their lovely no bullying laws and stuff like that.
We don't really have that here, but
well, it's actually statewide. Those laws are actually in effect for every state, if I'm not mistaken.
No, we have a stand your ground law, but what do you mean by the no bullying thing?
Well, there's a thing out there now in regards to, well, a lot of kids being bullied because of it. They're changing a lot of the laws, making it, you know, harder for kids to try and bully others.
You know, it's like, I agree and I disagree. Kind of partial. Of course, my kids aren't in school yet, but...
Well, they're never going to change the bullies, it's just...
No, but like, when we were kids, I mean, it was, there's the door, you want to go? You want to go? Alright, we're done. And, you know, I had my fair share of run-ins, and when you beat their ass, it was all done, and everyone looked at you different.
Now it's not like that. People bringing guns to school.
Yeah.
Knives.
All the more barrier not to bully somebody. At least I would think that anyway. And I just haven't...
The one with the gun is the one doing the bullying, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. See, you know, it's different nowadays, so I don't have kids old enough yet, so I can't see it, but, you know.
Well, you also got to see the fact is they throw in bullying laws or anti-bullying laws and stuff like that online and statewide, and they don't think, okay, well, what the newspapers do, essentially it can be bullying depending on the situation, and when they campaign for office, you don't think that anything they do when they slander each other, drag each other's name through the mud, and that's all slander
from your
too,
channel.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually it'll all backfire, but till then. Line 2 is up, guys. Drones in. Oh,
you gonna do one more?
Yeah, we're gonna do one more.
I aligned to that outpost.
Warp drive active.
We'll align to the NCO.
Okay, you got plenty of time.
I think they warped off to the gate.
That's alright.
Yeah, Logi is going to the gate, but we'll...
Alright, just bounce to the NCO. We'll do this one last site, and then we'll all call it till downtime, and then go from there.
I don't. Was it like that when you were in school though? Like
do you actually get the maximum payout with 10 people? Because I just got a bit more than I got before someone left.
Maximum payout is 11 people.
No, it's not. According to I just got 10.3 million or something.
Yeah.
That's because we're a man down.
Yeah,
max is 11 for on grid. For the payouts, for actually, that's what we get.
Reduced before by 700k. Max people on grid means that if you lose someone, you will not get paid more.
We're actually down 1 DPS, that's why we're not max on grid.
Yeah. I think we are misunderstanding each other. I was talking about the minimum number to run it so that everyone gets the maximum amount of payout. Because I think if you run it with 5 people, you get the same amount as if you run it with 10 people.
11, but yeah.
Everybody in?
We were 11 before, and the payout was reduced.
Maybe it's 12. Maybe we always run with 12, and it makes it 9. That's why we run 12 or something.
Well, right now we're actually 1 under.
Yes, we are 1 under, but we get paid more. So basically, running them with 10 would give everyone a larger payout than running them with 11.
The same would happen if we ran 6.
Is that so? Because I know for a fact that when we were running with 6 or 7 people with my corp, it was like the same 10.3 million or whatever it is.
That's what he just said. He said running with,
So running with 10 and running with 7 pays the same, but running with 10 pays more.
It doesn't make any sense. Realistically, if you run it by yourself, you should get more. If you run it with more, well then fine. I don't understand it either. I don't get that.
Well, I think they just don't want people, like 2 people running in, Marauders and Bastion mode and taking these things down and getting now 50, 60 mil each.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, who cares? It takes them 20, 30 minutes. So if it's time-wise, if it's all about time, then technically the payouts should be the same. Because you can only do so much damage, you need to rep. I mean, it's basic principles based around mathematical equations, so therefore I don't get it. I mean, like, technically if I come in here by myself and it takes me 28 minutes, I should be getting whatever amount of mils by myself because it's all timed.
No, I think the idea behind this was that CTP wanted to encourage people to do it actually together instead of soloing it again like every other PvE content. I mean, level 4 missions initially were thought to be too difficult for someone alone and to so that you would have to be at least 2 or 3 people to run them. So,
and that's
fine. They came out with Bastion fit Paladins and Marauders.
But I mean, in general, if you come in here with 5, you're less people, you get a max payout. But then you try to come in here with more people and try to get more involved, then you get less payout. So it's like, even if
you got to think too. you might get a little less, but guess what? You're also getting more because the more DPS you have, the faster you do the sites. The faster you do the sites, the more ISK you make.
If you open up your journal under the Incursions tab, you'll actually see the graph as to how much money the individual gets based off of how many are in your fleet.
I think the only time you don't get paid is if it's just one person running it, I think.
Yeah, you don't get paid.
Yeah, it has to be 2 or more to get money. Something like that.
But check under the, I think it's the Encounters tab under Incursions, and it'll show you the graph and how many people you need for so much payout.
Yeah, so you get, in high sec, you get the maximum payout if you are between 5 and 10 people. And as soon as you are more than 10, it starts going down. For Vanguard sites.
So, out of curiosity, why does TDF normally run 11 people in their fleets when 10 is technically optimal for money? That is.
Overall, the payout is more. More people get more money, as opposed to less people getting a little bit more.
The faster well, here's the thing is the ISK isn't much of a loss in regards to having 11, so they have 11. But you do the sites faster, and you get more of a payout in the long run because you're doing the sites faster. Therefore, you're making more ISK. Because that little extra time makes all the difference.
No, but I agree though. The Bastion fit 5 Marauders, 6 Marauders. It's 5-6 minute sights. Focus firing and shit. It is ridiculous. But they did fix some stuff though. So if you DC, you do warp away now. I think come out of B mode and you do warp away. So I'm not sure why we're not attempting that again.
Unless if you're in Bastion mode when you won't warp out.
Well, last time we did it, someone DC'd and I was in B mode and I warped out. It turned everything off. Or maybe it just turned everything off and didn't warp me out. I'm trying to remember.
It probably turn everything off, but it's still gonna cycle off by the Bastion fit timer.
Yeah, you will not be able to warp out until that Bastion module times out. You'll actually lose your reps while you're DC'd, so that could be very dangerous. Because no one can heal you until it's already too late.
Yeah.
But if that
I've
does happen,
seen paladins die.
CCP for a refund. Sorry.
That's why we have everybody, all the Logis lock up those that DC.
Well, the sad thing is if you had them in your fleet, even if you did lock them up, you wouldn't be able to rep them until they've already started warping out, which is too late.
I think
Well,
the
I mean,
Bastion
you
mode
could lock
will...
them up, but you wouldn't be able to heal them.
Yeah, I think the Bastion mode will be revisited by CCP. Both to rebalance it a bit, because it's a bit overstrong right now in my opinion. And also to fix stuff like not being able to warp off, I presume.
Line 2
really good with it.
Line 2 is up, guys.
It is?
I can't see it.
No, you got enough time.
We do. Just starting the line right now.
Hey, you goddamn failures! You want to shoot some planes?
I prefer spaceships, thank you.
No! Do you want to shoot the planes?
Drones in, drones in.
I think the only downside to pure Bastion mode fleets is if you don't have tracking, it can be very annoying.
Yes. That's why I use those boosters. Those synthesizer boosters or whatever. But thing is, if you go skimpy tank,
Alrighty, warp squads.
if you go skimpy tank, you do run the risk of DCing and dying and shit like that. But if you have good connection, you don't really have a problem. You could go skimpy tank and still run everything.
Yeah, I remember I used to run with my Paladin and Bastion. I'd be the anchor. I'd be the first one in, and I could take out those Niarjas because they wouldn't lock me up and couldn't stun me like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other day, like I was kind of mentioned in the Vardon, was that like, has he ever gotten in here with like a full sniper kind of fit set up with like 2 Vindies that are close quarters? I mean, it's just nuts. You warp in to any OTA, any mining, and you just smash the first set of Tamas and Niarjas in like seconds. I mean, like, all that's left on the field after that is cruisers, and even then they get taken down.
Well, what I've done before is I've gotten 2 battleships, the rest T3s, and then I just have 2 guards or 2 Onis, preferably 2 Onis when you do that.
And and realistically, when that does happen, they die so fast. Like, you only really even need 1 Logi, and even if that, it's just, I mean, yeah, I understand the risk factors and DCs and yada yada, but what I'm trying to say is, basically, when they spawn, tap, tap, dead, 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 nothing left but cruisers, like 1 cruisers, if that.
You mean like me?
And then that's it.
I'm sure you're talking about me.
One thing I really liked we were doing on the test server, warp in with a couple Bastion modes and have 2 of the Paladins warp off and have sniper fits. They do that micro jump drive 100 kilometers out, and then everyone's just sniper fit and able to shoot the targets that are going after the other ships.
Yeah, but it's just easier to if you're gonna do Bastion fit, you don't really need to do sniper. Just do 5 and 5. 5 Bastion, 5. Well, it's 5 Bastion, 4 T3s, and you get your 2 Logi.
We were hitting. I know in my Pally fit, I had over 100 km range on my Scorch with pulses. So I mean, I was 100 kilometers out, and I was still able to apply max damage if they got too close. Just switching the scripts in my own tracking computers, I was able to be close range or long range very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but all I'm saying is, like, if you don't do B mode and you get max DPS, I'm talking sites melt in like 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 3.5 if you're really good, with everybody running like the sniper fit kind of deal. I mean, it's just nuts. I can come in, if everybody's hot aligned, and then you all kind of go in sort of the same time. I'll have a Nidara popped and a Tama dead, and then once past their 50 kilometers, that's where your close quarter guys start coming in handy, those couple Vindies or whatever. But for the most part, everyone else sniperish, and it's like two close quarters, and that was about it. It was just nuts. You didn't even need Bastion mode, it was just warp in, blap blap blap. And you can even assign somebody specifically for Narjeras and someone specifically for Tamas. And, well, pretty much everybody on them, but after that, cruisers.
Assign you to kill the PBY.
Well, thanks for the ride, guys. See you later.
Yeah, thanks for the fleet.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.